Hey guys and girls, it's Ken here from OK Portugal and welcome to another episode of Portugal Farm Life. Today we're not on the farm, we are in the Serra da Gardunha mountains. This mountain range basically stretches out in the background here and you can also see that as a backdrop to our farm. Today we're going to be climbing it with my bike. I brought some cameras. I'm going to take you along with me. The last time I cycled up here was in, well, about a year ago. I think I came up here a couple of times with Theo. So it's been a while since you guys have seen it. I know there's a lot of new subscribers on the channel. And so I think it's time to go up here again. It's springtime, the flowers are going to be looking amazing. So I can't wait to get up. So there's a whole bunch of dirt tracks that go up the Gardunha. And as you can see, the tracks aren't really in bad condition. Sometimes in the winter when the rains come down, you get these like deep grooves, which you can see here. And it's not so great to come up in like a regular car, but most of the year you can actually get up here with regular wheels. So there's a couple of like abandoned buildings here. It looks like they're doing some kind of like clearing work around them, obviously so that there's no like fire risk. I'm not really sure if it's legal for me to be going up to these things, but I'm quite keen to take a look. I mean, this one still has like electricity and stuff going to it, so it looks like it was lived in recently, or at least used. But yeah, you can see that it definitely has fire damage. There's some burn marks on the walls. I wonder whose house this was and what it was used for. Well, I don't see any signs saying keep out. So yeah, check this out. Must have had wooden roof rafters. Those all burnt and then the roof collapsed in. Wow. I wonder if this was someone's actual house or if this was just like used as like an office or something for like the fire department or this over here must have been like the bathroom toilet. So obviously like there's some beer bottles here, people have come and kind of smashed it up a bit. But yeah, this was once like some kind of a little house by the looks of it. Oh, well, that's cool. I've seen these before when I was up the mountain looking down on them. I didn't really know how you could get here before. But now that they've cleared away all the brush, it's made it more accessible. So all the stuff growing on the outside here is called mimosa. It's a very fast growing tree. It actually makes quite good firewood, but it just springs up and there's so much of it. And well, by law, actually by this Saturday, so by the 30th of April, you've got to have 50 meters between your house and forest. So they've still got quite a lot of cutting back to do. Huh. It looks like this property has a giant well as well. Look at this. Awesome. So in the background over here, it's like a giant building. I'm not sure what that was. I think it was a school or something. I'm going to cycle down there. Now, I'm not actually sure if I'm allowed down there, but I don't see any signs saying private or keep out or anything like that. You know, privado, no entry. I don't see any of that. I'm on the mountain. This is like public tracks, so hopefully I'm not breaking any laws. Yeah, when we first moved here, I took some drone footage of this building, but I never actually got a chance to see it up close. So this is going to be pretty cool. Wow, okay, this looks pretty rad. I'm still not seeing any signs saying private, keep out or anything like that. So yeah, wish me luck. So there's like some kind of a mural on the wall here with like 3 kids holding a book. I'm guessing this was some kind of a school, but maybe people can let me know in the comments what kind of building this was. Stretches all the way from this side, all the way around. And then there's another building just over here. And some breathtaking views. Jeez, look at that. Amazing. Wow, okay. Big doors here, fire damage. When it's open, it's not boarded up. Wow. It looks like people were making some kind of sleeping arrangements here. And looks like they made a big fire in here. Wow, okay, I didn't expect this to turn out to be like some kind of urban exploration video. But let's just go and have a look. Hopefully I'm not going to get into trouble. I'm not breaking anything, I'm not doing anything. It's open, so I'm not breaking in. So, yeah. These look like some kind of bathroom stalls or something for basins. Yeah, here's the toilets. Wow. It's quite freaky walking around in buildings like this. A whole stack of mattresses. Oh, here we go. These look like some kind of desks. Oh no, these are beds. This is like bunk beds. Okay, so this was probably some kind of like dormitory or something. Wow, okay. And they're quite small bunk beds, so they look like they may be for children. So I'm guessing this was like some kind of children dormitory. Yeah, this looks like it's been abandoned for a while, because, well, just looking at the state of it. So that's like a dead end down there. I'm going to try and see if I can find a little bit more. Obviously, I don't really want to, you know, annoy anyone if this is like someone's house or something, but it looks like it's some kind of like public building. Yeah, so obviously vandals have come in here and made like some kind of a fire in here. I'm guessing they probably don't want people coming in here for that very reason. A whole bunch of like documents. I'm guessing this is a school and this is some kind of, I don't know, like exam papers or admin papers. Wow, okay. Jeez. This place just keeps going. What is this? So we've got some kind of a deep freeze here, and we've got like, I don't know, some kind of a roller machine. Is this like a printing press or something to press clothing so that it irons sheets maybe? I don't know. Wow, okay. Sorry, this video isn't turning out as I expected, but I'm finding this quite interesting, so bear with me while we explore this a little bit. So that goes out, we've got a whole bunch of water coming down. Some kind of like a burner or incinerator. Whoa, look at this. Yeah, this must be an old building. I mean, that is like a very old looking sort of cooker or something that you put wood in. Actually, do you know what this probably is? This is probably to heat water. This is probably where they got the hot water from. Look, there's a whole bunch of pipes, the cold inlet, the hot outlet, and then this chimney up here. And this is like some kind of wood-fired old boiler. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, I am guessing this. I'm guessing they've got like the tanks up here maybe. I'm not sure. We've got some basins across here. Wow. This is like turning into one of Ken's property tours. And over here we have the master bedroom. I wonder if this place has any ghosts. Jeez. All right, well, I'm not really sure that I'm supposed to be walking around in here, even though the place isn't locked up and there's no signs saying keep out. I do feel a little bit uncomfortable walking around in a place like this, so. But it has been very cool. Let's go and see what's around this corner just before we go. And this will be where I get myself into trouble. Oh, there's a lot of water down here. So we've got water coming down the stairs there. And water coming out of a hole in the wall here. I mean, this is a very nice building. Look at the pointing on those bricks. Amazing. Incredible view. Maybe there's a very rich person out there who can buy this and turn this into like a, an insane house. Okay, I don't really have the right shoes to be walking in this. I've got my running shoes on. Cool. Well, that was quite exciting to have a look at. Very, very cool. Actually, you know what? Let's just go and have a look over there. There's one more little building to check out. I mean, it looks like there's been so many other people here before me that, oh, what's all this? I'm not sure if that's like graffiti or if this was like from like the original school or something. It's probably graffiti, and I'm probably showing you like a really bad word in Portuguese and I'm not aware of it. Okay, so this looks like it was boarded up. And potentially some kind of like a little chapel and an altar, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, it looks like some kind of like an altar stone or something. And then there's like a little bathroom out the back. Huh. So there's a whole top floor there that I haven't seen, but to be honest, I don't really want to go up there. The roof is completely collapsed in parts, and it's just going to be full of tiles and all sorts of rubble. So yeah, I think I'm going to call that a day. Just about to get out of here, and I just noticed I've got thorns in my tires. I hope that's not going to be a problem because I don't have a puncture kit. Oh, what's that? Something on the wall of the tire. Because I don't have a puncture kit, I don't have a pump or anything with me. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to be a problem. I didn't realize this is just full of thorns. Well, I say we adventure on. That was pretty cool seeing that place. Just hope my tires hold up. Otherwise it's going to be a long walk back with all this stuff. So this is a lookout point that I've been to before. It looks down over that school building or whatever it is. Tons of granite rock, giesta, rock rose, cork oaks, pine trees, typical Central Portuguese landscape. Now here we go. So now we can get a nice aerial view without the drone. Right, let's go higher. Let's go further. Let's go faster. Actually, I think we're going to be going slower. We're going to be going uphill. All right. I found some direction markers here. And one of them is pointing back in the direction where we just came. And it's saying Colégio de Saint Phil. Now I know Saint Phil is this large sort of monastery building which is just down where we first started the trail. So maybe that building, that abandoned building that we looked at, was some kind of a dormitory, with all those beds or something like that. I'm sure you guys are going to be able to let me know in the comments below. So it's quite difficult to film and ride at the same time. Sure, you can put a camera on your head like this GoPro 360, but then every time you move your head you get lots of motion. You can also put a chest cam on like what I've got now, but then all you see is like the angle from between my arms over the handlebars. So the other alternative is to do what I'm doing now and hold on to a camera, which is kind of difficult when you're going off-road and stuff. So anyway, I hope I'm doing a good enough job I hope you appreciate it. So this is like our next port of call. And over there is the big Marateca, the Marateca, which is a 650 hectare lake that supplies fresh drinking water to Castelo Branco. And our farm is just off the side of the lake there, about 900 meters away. We're going to get a better view of that from higher up. So we've arrived at another old burnt out house. I have actually filmed this before the last time I was up here. But in the spirit of having a look at abandoned old buildings, which this trip seems to be turning into, I'm going to show it to you now. This looks like some kind of garage, and the front of the house. It's a very handsome front of the house. Obviously this has been fire damaged, I'm guessing from the 2017 fires. So all the wooden roof rafters are out, and all the elements have come in, and all the tiles have smashed onto the ground. But this would have been an amazing house. I mean, just look outside this window here at these views. Incredible. I think that's Lurisol de Campo just down there. And out this way you can actually see parts of the Marateca Dam. And there's upstairs rooms too, so those will have much better views. I'm not sure what this was used for, if this was someone's private living residence. And there's a bit more to the building just round the back here, although it's looking quite overgrown at the moment. Yeah, I'm not going to try and get through all these brambles and stuff, but it looks like there's a whole other section in here. Pretty cool. I mean, the only downside to this property is this is a track here. This is all public. Another public track. Like the GNR and everyone use this every single day to come up here and keep an eye on things. You've got like the fire brigade, and you've got the guys that look after the trees, and so, you know, there is traffic. There's no garden or anything with this property, and the public are just walking straight past your door. But the payoff is you get ridiculous views. I wonder if it's for sale, and I wonder how much land comes with it, if it has a bit of land out the front. Yeah, when I parked up the bicycle, there was like another little ruin down here. So this looks like it's something to do with this building. Maybe this is like a piece of land stretching out here. How amazing if it was, hey? Jeez. I've only got this bottle of water with me, so I need to be a little bit careful because we've still got quite a climb to do. It looks kind of flat because I'm using a wide angle lens here, but it's basically 800 meters up. So yeah, and up there things look pretty cool. Hopefully I don't run out of water, and hopefully my bicycle tire holds up. It's lost a little bit of air, but so far it's so good. So it's quite a hazy day today. It's like windy, and there's this like sort of, I don't know, almost, you know, like if I was in a city, I'd call it smog. It's like this low-lying sort of misty haze. So you can't really see for very far at the moment, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that when we get to the top of the mountain, we'll be able to see like the view very well. But you know, I can't complain because it's still mega beautiful up here. And there we go. There's a really nice view of the Barragem de Marateca. And I don't know, where's my farm? I think from further up I'll be able to see it better. So one thing I have noticed is, as I'm getting higher and higher, is that there's no bird song. Well, there's very, very little. Actually, now that I say that, there's another bird. But down below, sort of the first 100 meters or so, it was just full of bird chorus. I guess the birds don't like to fly up this high. There's probably less food opportunities and things like that for them up here. Wow, this is a crazy looking valley. Amazing. I just walked past and heard some water trickling. How cool is this? It's like a little spring coming out of the rocks. And you can see that this runs all year round because of this plant here. This plant only grows where there's permanent water. You can see there's a whole bunch of it. So even in the hot summer, you're going to have water trickling out there. Just look at these. Magnificent. Wow. You know, it's a real shame I haven't come up here in like a year, because I mean, this is beautiful and it's right on my doorstep. I'm glad I get a chance to share it with you guys at home. Mom, I know when you were here I was saying we should go up these mountains. Obviously on bicycles it's a whole different story, but when you were here in the winter we couldn't get up here in a car. So next year, next spring, we're going to get you over here and I'm going to take you up these mountains. You're going to love it. Okay, so we've got some more signs now, and basically Serra da Gardunha, which is the route of the Gardunha mountains, there's a variation going down this track, which I've never been down before, and then there's the main one that carries on up and over, and I want to go up and over. There's also a little sign here to the Baloiço do Castelo Velho, which is like basically a set of swings that they built. And you've probably seen me, I've been up there before. It's amazing how fast eucalyptus grows. This whole mountain got burnt in 2017, and since I've been up here, there really weren't big eucalyptus like this. Blech, eucalyptus. I mean, look at them. They're growing up all over the place. And this is all new since the fire. And they're already like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 meters tall. Crazy. Now here we go, we can start to see some mountain water. Oh, it's lovely. It's making its way underneath this road and all the way down here. And I'm guessing it probably finds its way into the big Marateca dam. I'm hoping I can find a place which is a little bit easier to access the water so I can splash some on my face. I'm starting to get quite warm. Today is 26 degrees. 26, and yeah, I'm getting a bit warm. Whew. Oh yes, that's so much better. Whoo! Oh, this is stunning, man. So this is another house. There's a couple of old burnt out abandoned houses. And well, some of you guys may have seen this already. I think I filmed it about 2 years ago. So it has a big plaque saying Matas Nacionais. There's like a little water tank over here. And I think these are like, I seem to remember they were like stables or something for animals. I can hear bees. So hopefully I'm not disturbing a bee's nest. A beehive, sorry. Yeah, so there's all this like animal buildings. It actually looks like this one's being, I don't know, almost like renovated. Look, someone's making a fire in here. I wonder if maybe if like the bomberos come in here for shelter, or the people who work up in the mountains, like on the trees and things. Because someone's definitely been making a fire there. Huh. And before we go inside the building, look at the view out the back here. You've got this big garden space, and then you've got this ridiculous view of the Marateca. I mean, that is something else. And then obviously, you can see all of this building now. Let me take you through here quick. Lovely granite steps. Beautiful old granite walls, big slabs, look at those. Judging by that, this was the toilet bathroom. Imagine, you sit on the toilet over here and you look out over this view. A king on the throne. I think this would have been the kitchen. You can see some tiles here and some water pipes. There's usually a fireplace in the kitchen. A beautiful view out the back kitchen window, look at that. Remember, this is the public road, so very close to the house. I don't even know if this is for sale, you know. And then we have this massive building. And it spans and stretches all the way up here. So it's 3 floors. You've got this basement floor, this floor, and then another floor. And let me quickly take you to one of these windows here so you can have a look. I mean, this is just bonkers. Hey? Sure. I mean, there are 360-degree views here. If I take you this way, you got some more views. And obviously, looking out these back windows here, we've already seen that one. We've got like views going all the way up the mountain again. And beautiful old granite steps. Right, let's get back on the bike. My front wheel is definitely getting a bit softer. It's got like a slow leak. I don't have any bike pump. And I do want to go further up. Look at this view. Look at this view, man. Whew. Amazing. We were just in this house over here. You can now see the track that comes up. And all of these beautiful boulders behind us. And it carries on winding up. I know you can't see the top because we've still got to go further back, and then it goes up and further back and then up. So it carries on and on. And now we can really see this Marateca Dam and those views. There's so much to film here, such amazing variety of plants and different things that we don't see, on the farm. It's like a little mini rock rose type thing, but it's in yellow. All these tiny little pink ones. Incredible. Sometimes we get so distracted by all the big things, like big problems, big mountains, big rocks, and we don't look and appreciate all the small things, like these amazing little flowers and all the amazing little blessings that we have. Wow, look at this gigantic piece of rock. I mean, you just know that you can stand under there, you've got nothing to worry about, unless you're going to be standing under there for another million years, in which case it's probably going to land on you. So it's quite a cool rock. It's almost like a big nose coming out. I'm almost seeing like an eye and a nose, like an elephant or something, and his trunk's been broken off. But out here you can see the path a bit better, the whole track going around. Now there's another track going down here. I'm not sure where that ends up, but obviously, I mean, I live all the way down there, so I don't really want to be going down in this direction. So I need to make sure I take the right track on my way back home. Yeah, so far I've never forgotten it. But today's probably going to be the day that I don't have much water. Oh cool, there's something else here, check this out. It's called Miraduro Castelo Velho. Before we go up there, look at these beautiful little plants. Wow, that's so cool. So this is like a viewing point. Some granite stairs going up. And goes up a bit more. Oh wow, there's a lizard on the rock there. Don't know if you can make him out. Let's see. I'm going to try and sneak up on him. I hope you guys can see this on the camera. Here it goes. So this is called Castelo Velho, and they've got like a big board here to tell you all of the information, and they say that this is near the historic village of Castelo Novo. So Castelo Novo is just over this ridge, and there's a beautiful river beach there and a big river coming down, a big castle. It's definitely worth a visit. So I'm guessing if you go down this path, it probably takes you to Castelo Novo. That's pretty cool. And there are some awesome views behind me here. You can see all these little tracks winding off. Marateca is just around the corner there, so we're going to be going around. We're going to be going round the mountain now, round and up. Actually, up there at the back, that's the very top. It looks quite flat because I'm using a wide angle lens, but trust me, we've got a lot of climbing to do to get there. And up there, there's a big radar tower. I hope we can make it up there today. I hope my tire holds up. It's going down very slowly, so I've still got air. The problem is when I'm going over rocks and stuff, if the tire's half flat, it's going to pinch, and then I'm going to get a really fast puncture, and then I'm going to be stuck up here, and I don't really want that. So now we start the climb. On the left here, we've got that amazing view, and in front we have a bit of a climb ahead of us. And look at that. Oh, that is so good. So for those of you that are never going to get a chance to come to Portugal or climb up this Gardunha mountain, I hope that this video is giving you some kind of an insight as to what it looks like and just how gorgeous it is. And I'm glad that you can come along with me and check it out. I can see our farm, it's just down here. Wow. Amazing, I can see the olive trees and the forest and the house. Cool. So now we've reached the signpost, and it basically says Baloiço de Castelo Velho. So we're going to go there. That's going to be the swing. The swing is just up there, so I'm just going to follow this track. How cool is this? So there's some path that sort of leads up into the mountain and over there, and then just these ridiculous rocks. I mean, you can actually see the black on them from where the fires have raged through and burnt them. So this ride just keeps getting better and better. We're about to go to another one of my favorite spots up here, where it kind of reminds me of like Jurassic Park, the movie, where you're in this big open plain and in a full 360 around you, you can't see anything but rock. How is this for absolutely gorgeous? Look at this lush green vegetation coming from this river, just pooling down here and pouring onto these granite rocks. Oh yes. Oh. Whew, fresh mountain water. Nothing quite like it. Ah. Oh yes, that is very welcome. So we're getting close. When we go around this corner, I think we're going to be in my little Valley of the Dinosaurs. I don't think anyone else calls it that, I just call it that. I have no idea what the names are for any of these different places, but yeah, I think this is the place coming up. So it looks a bit different to the last time I was up here. There's a lot of broom and stuff growing, but you're basically in this little bowl of granite. You can't see any of the surrounding view. There's a tiny little peak of it over there, but I'll probably stop the bicycle too soon. But look, we're just surrounded by all this granite, this ancient landscape. Yeah, I think if I'd stopped a little bit further up, we would have been completely surrounded. So I'm seeing a lot of these little green planters here to protect newly planted trees. So that's pretty cool. They're obviously doing like a little bit more reforestation here. You can see they've only left a couple of trees, the ones that they want. The rest growing in the back here, the broom, they're probably going to cut that down. But yeah, you can see it stretches all the way up here. And again, there's a whole bunch of these little green planters all the way back there. Let me give you a look at what one of these planters look like. So You got the plant in there at the bottom. It almost looks like holly, like a holly bush. How strange. Let's go up to another one and see if it's also holly, or if they've planted something else in there. No, that does. It just looks like holly. Maybe someone can help identify that plant. Last time I was up here, this was full of water. But remember, we haven't had very much rain this year. Portugal's in a little bit of a drought. So, yeah. So, there's a couple more things I want to show you up here. Let's get back on the bike and let's get to it. Yeah, the tire's still feeling all right. We're good to go. These views to the back of me are looking incredible, man. Whew. So as we round the corner here, we can see that's the radio tower, and that's the very top. So we're nearly there. We've got one last climb to do after this flat section. Oh, here we go. This is the dam that's up here. I've never swum in this before, but Theo and I did actually go fishing here once. We never caught anything. I don't think there's any fish, but we still checked it out. It's quite overgrown, so I'm not going to walk down there right now. I think there might be a path back there, but I'm just trying to conserve energy because we've still got a bit of a climb ahead of us. But yeah, it looks like a lovely little dam. I mean, look at that. It's almost like an infinity pool. So cool. So yeah, so from here, the road goes up, and then it goes up, and then it goes up, and then we hit the tower up there. So this week, I've been super busy with property videos. Now, if you don't know, I have a service where basically I can film a property for you. If you can't make it to Portugal in person, you can commission us to go there and film an in-depth property tour, property review. We can even get like a building survey and stuff like that done, so that you know what you're buying before you buy it. Obviously, if you've ever watched any of my property review videos, you know that I'm very, very thorough and in-depth. So yeah, so we've been doing that the whole week, and today's Friday, and I thought, you know what, I need to get my vlog finished because our vlog has to come out on Saturday. It comes out one day early on Patreon. Now, if you don't know, Patreon is it's basically a website where you can help support us. You can pledge an amount to subscribe to our channel, and you get all sorts of bonus content and early releases and stuff like that. And all the money that gets raised from Patreon goes into our camera equipment, goes into our farm, goes into our animals, and goes into our lives here in Portugal. So yeah, check us out on patreon.com/OKPortugal. So this is now the climb. Probably doesn't look like much on a wide angle lens and a GoPro, but even on an e-bike I can feel it. Like the e-bike's working super hard and I'm pedaling quite hard on it as well. There we go, my watch is giving me some kind of a goal hit for heart rate. And now it's really getting steep. And you can see this is where we've come from. So we're going up at quite a gradient here. Oh look, the Marateca. What a view, man. Jeez. Oh geez, and here it gets really steep. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do this. And here we are. One little last bit, and then this is the big radio tower. Well, there's a couple of them. Oh wow, a rock rabbit just ran off in the distance there. We have arrived, and in the background is the big tower. And in front of us, there's other sort of radio towers. Another one there, another one here. I'm not sure what they all do or what they all are for. This one here is a sign for Altis or Altis. And if you look at this thing, it's got a huge microwave dish on it. That's basically using microwaves, well, very high frequency radio waves, probably microwaves, to send data. So you don't want to sit in front of that because that'll definitely mess up your body. Probably give you cancer or something. Wow, look at this tower, that's amazing. So there's one last place that I want to take you guys up here, and that's to one of these geostones. It's basically like a stone to show the highest point of elevation on this mountain, and it's just around the corner here. There it is. Now imagine being the poor guys that had to carry all the sand and cement up here to cast this thing over all these rocks and everything. I mean, that is just bonkers. That is a huge, what do you call it, monolith? I don't know if you call it a megalith. Massive. Right, let's get up here and touch this thing. We did it. We're up at the very top of the Gardunha Mountains, 800 and something meters high. And the reward is this view. And actually just over there I can see the snow on the top of the Serra da Gardunha mountain. Awesome. Look at all these mountains. There's a big fire going on down there. Wow. You can see for miles. And then this is the most privileged view of the Marateca. So this is the point where I'm going to love you and leave you. And I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. I'd like to try something different all the time, you know. And yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Help our channel grow so we can buy more camera gear and we can buy more stuff to make this channel more and more awesome and keep on evolving and stuff like that. So hit us up on Patreon, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell us what you think, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Lots of love from AK Portugal. Peace out.